My girlfriend casually told me that he calls me wifey as a joke. I said nothing and just packed my things. Then my girlfriend asked him to come to the apartment to clear the air. But when he arrived, the scan there was shocking. I'm 28, been with Lily for 3 years, and until last Tuesday, I thought we had something solid. We were not perfect, but we laughed at the same stupid videos, finished each other's takeout orders, and had this comfortable rhythm that felt like home. Then she destroyed it with 7 words while scrolling through her phone on our couch. Oh, Brandon calls me wifey now. She said it like she was commenting on other weather. Did not even look up from her screen. Just this casual little mention dropped into our evening like it was nothing. Brandon was her coworker, the guy she would been partnered with on some big project for the past 2 months. I would hear his name maybe 50 times in the last 2 weeks. Always Brandon thinks this is hilarious, or Brandon showed me this student we should tell to Brandon, and I stayed late to finish the presentation. I would be patient about it, supportive even. She was excited about her work, and I was not going to be that insecure boyfriend who got weird about her having male friends. But wifey was in line. I don't know exist until it got caused. What did you just say? I asked, omitting the TBM she glanced up. That innocent face that used to make me mad. Oh, Brandon, yeah, he's been calling me wifey for like 2 weeks now. It's just a joke thing we have at work. You know how his humor is, the way she said it. So light, so dismissive, made something crack inside my chest. 2 weeks, he would been calling her that for 2 weeks, and she was just now mentioning it. How many times had he said it? How many times had she smiled and let it happen? I did not respond. I just stood up, walked to our bedroom, and pulled my default bag from the closet. My hands were steady as I started folding shirts. I wasn't angry in the explosive way. I was angry in the cold, clear way that tells you something fundamental just broke. What are you doing? Lily appeared in the doorway. Phone still in her hand, packing. Are you serious right now? Her voice pitched up, confused rather than apologetic. It's literally just a joke. You are being ridiculous. I moved to the dresser, grabbed socks, underwear, and the watch my dad gave me that I kept in the top drawer. She kept talking, her words blending into this noise I could not fully process. Something about the overreacting, about how Brandon was harmless, about how he was making her feel crazy for having friends. Say something, she demanded, stepping closer. You can't just shut down like this. I zipped the bag, grabbed my keys from the desert, and finally looked at her. There's nothing to say. You let another man call you wifey and thought it was cute enough to tell me about. That tells me everything. I need to know her face when pale. That's not fair. You are twisting this into something it's not. Am I? I picked up my laptop bag from the chair. If I told you some woman at work started calling me hobby as a joke, would you be okay with that? She felt tired. That's different. How? Because you are acting like I cheated or something. I did not do anything wrong. You respected our relationship, I said quietly, and you don't even see it. I walked past her. She grabbed my arm and stopped it but did not turn around. What are you doing? My brother's place. For how long? I don't know. Her grip tightened. So you are just leaving. You are not even going to talk to me about this. I pulled my arm free gently. What's there to talk about, Lily? You want me to explain why I am uncomfortable with another man calling you wifey? You want me to convince you that it's inappropriate? If you don't already understand that, then we have a bigger problem. I felt did not slam to a door, just closed it quietly behind me, and drove across town to Nathan's apartment, where she took one look at my face and ordlessly pointed to his guest room. I dropped my bag, sat on the edge of the bed, and stared at the wall for 30 minutes before my phone started buzzing. For 3 days, my phone exploded. Texts from Lily ranging from defensive to apologetic to energy, angry to desperate. I ignored most of them. Nathan suggested I block her temporarily, but I wanted to see if she would actually understand what she would done wrong. The first night she was saying you were being childish. Come home to so we can talk about this like adults. The second day, I'm sorry I did not consider your feelings. I did not think it was a big deal. Please call me. The third day, you can't just abandon me over something this stupid. I miss you. I need you here. Never once said did she actually grasp the course issue. It wasn't about jealousy, it was about respect, about boundaries, about the fact that she would be so comfortable in whatever dynamic she had with Brandon the wifey, but natural enough to mention to me without a second thought. Nathan's girlfriend just came over on Friday night. She would hear the whole story from Nathan and had opinions. Just always had opinions, just gaslighting you. Just said pointing a chip at me for emphasis, making you feel like you are overreacting when she's the one who crossed the line. Classic manipulation. I don't think she was doing it on purpose. I said. That almost makes it worse. Just countered. If she genuinely doesn't see the problem, then she is not mature enough to be in a serious relationship. Nathan grabbed another beer from the fridge. What are you doing? What are you going to do? I don't know yet. Part of me wants to talk to her. Part of me thinks there's nothing left to say. On Saturday morning, I woke up to a text that made my stomach drop. I invited Brandon over to the apartment tonight at 7. You should come too. We can talk light, adults, and clear the air. This is getting out of hand. I read 3 times. She invited him to our apartment to clear the air about him calling her Wi-Fi. The audacity was almost impressive. I showed Nathan, who let out a low whistle. That's bold. He said, what are you going to do? I'm going, I said, but I'm bringing back up. Nathan's raised an eyebrow. Back up, even Jess, if she is free. Jess was free, more than free. She was invested. Oh, I am absolutely coming to this disaster. She said when Nathan called her, I would been waiting for you to wake up and about her for months. We arrived at 6:45 and used my key, walked in and found Lily sitting out wine glasses and scissors like she was boosting a book club. She would change to throw pillows on the couch. There were candles each. She was wearing the blue dress I would always like. She froze and she saw all 3 of us. What is this? She asked. You wanted to talk like adults, I said. These are my adults. Her face flushed. I meant just the 3 of us. This is amusing me. Fanny just said, settling onto the couch like she owned it. Because inviting your boyfriend and the coworker who calls you wifey to have a meditation session feels like an ambush to me. Lily's mouth opened and closed. She looked at me, betrayal in her eyes. You told them, of course. I told them, and you think I was going to keep this to myself. It's private between us. It stopped being private when you invited Brandon into it. Nathan said evenly, before she could respond. There was a knock on the door. She practically ran to answer it. Brandon walked in, and I finally put a face to the name I had been hearing for months. He was tall, probably 6'2", with styled hair and the kind of confident smile that suggested he had never been told no in his life. Designer jeans, expensive watch, cologne, and I could smell from across the room. He also walked in the like he had been here before, which made my jaw tight. His eyes scanned the room, landing on me. Then Nathan, then Jess. The confidence dimmed. Hey, he said. I thought this was just going to be a private conversation. I finished. Yeah, Lily has a habit of setting expectations that don't match reality. Brandon looked at Lily. She looked trapped, standing between us like she could not decide which side to move toward. Nathan was filming on his phone. I would ask him to document everything just in case things got twisted later. Brandon noticed. Why is he recording? Insurance. I said flirty. So Brandon wife, you want to explain that to everyone. He shifted his weight, glancing at Lily like she might rescue him. She did not look. Man, it's not what you think. It's just an inside joke. We were working late one night, ordered food to the office, and I jokingly said she was acting like my work wife. It spared from there. It doesn't mean anything. Explained how. Just asked, leaning forward. Brandon hesitated. Lily jumped in. It's just funny. He said, I roll my eyes. Everyone laughs. Does it? Does everyone eat work? No, he calls you this. Nata asked. Silence, long gaming silence. I watched Lily's face. So the moment she realized she had been caught in something she could not minimize. There do. I said realization hitting. Your whole office knows. Which means you would been letting him call you that publicly in front of coworkers in meetings. Lily's eyes welled up. We're twisting this into something it's not. Then untwisted. I said explain to me how your boyfriend who you live with, who would been with for 3 years, should feel hearing that another man calls you wifey and you are fine with it. Brandon cleared his throat. Maybe I should go. No, I said sharply. You wanted to clear the air. Let's clear it. Do you have feelings for her? His face said everything before his mouth did. The hesitation, the glance at Lily, the way his shoulders tensed. The room felt smaller suddenly, the air thicker. I look, she's great. We work all together, but I respect that she's with you. That's not an answer, just said coolly. Brandon ran a hand through his hair. Yes, okay, yes. I think she's amazing. She's smart and funny. And we have this connection, but I would be never acted on it because she's taken. Lily looked like she would be slapped. Brandon, why would you say that? Because, he asked. Brandon shot back, but I'm tired of pretending. You know how I feel. You will be known for weeks. The room went silent except for the hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen. Nathan's phone was still recording. It felt wildly calm, like watching a play I would already read the script for. All the pieces were falling into place. The late nights, the constant mention of Brandon, the way she would light up when her phone buzzed with work message. So you knew, I said to Lily, you know he had feelings for you and you still let him call you wifey. You still spent extra time with him. You still talked about him constantly to me. It's not, I did not. She was crying now. Mascara is taking, I did not encourage it. I just did not want to make work awkward. You made our relationship awkward instead. I said you pressurized his comfort over mine. Brandon backed toward the door. I should definitely go now. This was a mistake. Yeah, I agreed. You should. And Lily, you should probably go with him since you two are so worried about keeping things comfortable. That's not fair. She sobbed. What's not fair? Just interjected, standing up, is that you had been emotionally chatting for 2 months and gaslighting your boyfriend about it. That's man that man just admitted he was feeling for you that you would been aware of. And you still thought it was appropriate to tell your boyfriend. He calls you wifey like it's cute. You're either incredibly stupid or incredibly cruel, and I'm not sure which is ours. Lily turned on her. You don't get to judge me. You don't know what it's like. What is like? I asked, what's it like, Lily? Enlightening us. She wiped her face, voice breaking. He makes us feel special, like I'm interesting and funny and worth paying attention to. You'd be being so distant lately, so wrapped up in your own stuff. And Brandon actually listens when I talk. He remembers little things. He asks about my day and actually cares about the answer. There it was. The truth underneath everything. I had been working long hours on a project for the past month. I'd been tired, distracted, and instead of talking to me about feelings neglected, she would found someone else to fill that gap. So instead of telling me you felt ignored, I said slowly, "It's not an emotional affair. It's not an affair. It's in Nathan said from the couch. That's literally what an emotional affair is. Emotional intimacy with someone outside your relationship. I never kissed him. I never did anything physical. That's not the bar. I said, you know, that's not the bar. Brandon had made it to the door. Really, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come. This was supposed to help, and I just made it ours. He left, and somehow that made everything ours. The silence he left behind was crushing. I picked up my duffel bag, which I would left by the door when we came in. I'm getting the rest of my stuff next week. You can keep the apartment. Liz is in your name anyway. Please don't go. Lily whispered, reaching for me. We can fix this. I will set boundaries. I will request a different project partner. I will do whatever you want. Please, I looked at her, really looked at her and felt nothing but exhaustion. We have boundaries. They are called being in a relationship. You let someone cross them because it felt good and I did not care enough about me to step in. I don't want to fix that. I want to be with someone who would not need you. I love you, she said dissipatingly. Maybe you do, but not enough. Just grabbed her purse. Nathan stopped recording. We left together. Lily stopped flowing us into the hallway. In the elevator, nobody spoke. When we got to Nathan's car, just turned to me. You did the right thing. Does not feel like it yet. It will, she said. Give it time. 3 weeks later, I signed a lease on my own place in a one-bedroom downtown with exposed brick and tall windows. Nathan helped me move and just bought pizza and beer. I heard through mutual friends that Lily and Brandon tried dating briefly after a breakup, but it imploded after 2 weeks. Apparently, workplace rumors was not as fun when it was not forbidden. The reality of their connections could not survive outside the bubble of stern moments and imperfect boundaries. I blocked her number after she sent a drunk text at 2 p.m. in the morning, calling me the love for her life and beginning for the another chance. Maybe I was, but I was not going to be the backup option while she figured that out. I am doing okay now. Better than okay, actually. I've been going to the gym with Nathan 5 days a week, picked up cooking as a hobby, and started saying yes to dates when friends tried to set me up. Last weekend, I met someone named Adrian at a coffee shop near my new apartment. We talked for 2 hours about nothing important, books we would read, places we wanted to travel, the best pizza in the city. When she left, she did not mention any other man calling her pet name. She just asked if I wanted to go dinner sometime. I said yes. I felt like a decent place to start.